Hi everyone, you're on Business Secrets, and today I have a guest who works in one of the most emotional, creative, and sometimes controversial industries, Scarlett, a highly experienced tattoo artist. Scarlett, great to see you.
Hi, Donald. Thanks for inviting me. It's always interesting to talk honestly about what really stands behind those pretty Instagram pictures.
Scarlett, let me start with an unusual question. There's this crazy story circulating in the tattoo community. Supposedly someone hated their tattoo so much they were ready to go to extreme lengths just not to see it anymore. Obviously, most of these stories are exaggerated, but what do you think about such legends? Can regret really be that strong? And how do artists deal with that level of responsibility?
Those extreme stories are usually myths, exaggerations, or internet horror tales. But they reflect a real truth. People can experience tremendous stress because of a bad tattoo, especially when it's tied to emotions or their past. I've had clients come in from other artists almost in panic. Some were ashamed to show their arm. Some wore long sleeves even in summer. Some avoided mirrors entirely. That's when you realize, tattoos aren't just drawings. They're part of a person. My job is not only to make something beautiful but also to support the person, help them regain confidence, and turn the old tattoo into something they can wear proudly. Sometimes a single successful cover-up works like the wrap.
What personal qualities do you think are essential for a tattoo artist that people can trust even in highly emotional situations?
Empathy, the ability to listen, professional honesty, and responsibility. You're not just holding someone's skin, you're holding their story, fears, and memories. If someone trusts you, they need to feel that trust at every step.
What inspires you to keep working despite the pressure, responsibility, and sometimes heavy client stories?
I'm inspired by people who leave the studio happy. When someone looks at their tattoo with that sparkle in their eyes, that feeling is irreplaceable. And I genuinely love the creative process, turning an idea from thin air into something physical and permanent.
What does your busiest workday look like? Just so viewers understand that a tattoo artist isn't someone who just sits and draws.
Sometimes it's a marathon. Consultations, discussing meanings, selecting styles, creating sketches, sterilization, the tattooing itself, editing photos, marketing, ordering supplies, answering clients late at night. It's a full-scale business, not just creative.
Have there been moments or situations that truly changed your view of the profession?
Once a woman came to me wanting to cover a surgical scar. She said, "I want this to stop defining me as someone who was sick." It was a delicate, emotional session, but the final result literally changed how she saw herself. After moments like that, you understand that tattoos are therapy, strength, transforma.
Tell me about the positives of the job. What do you enjoy the most?
Freedom of expression. The ability to choose your style, your pace, your clients. You grow, you explore the world, you develop your hand and your mind. And of course, the feeling that what you do truly am.
And now, let's be honest, what are the downsides people rarely see?
Physical strain, back, hands, eyes. Emotional burnout after difficult clients. Constant responsibility that never disappears. And sometimes toxic people who think the artist must magically read there.
What problems or challenges do you face most often?
Thoughts. Clients who don't know what they want. People who think a tattoo is like an Instagram filter. You press a button and it's perfect. And the toughest ones. Clients who come to fix someone else's work but are terrified of true.
What surprised you the most about the profession when you were just starting out?
Sting again. The complexity of logistics and business. Choosing equipment, managing consumables, adapting to trends, keeping social media active, maintaining a portfolio, managing finances. It's not just drawing. It's continuous development in Eve.
How do you deal with stress and burnout?
Redirection. I take creative breaks, travel, talk to colleagues, experiment with new styles. And the gratitude from clients, really.
What would you say to someone who is just beginning to think about becoming a tattoo artist?
Recharges me. Choose this path only if you're ready to study for years, aren't afraid of routine, responsibility, or mistakes. And only if you truly love people and know how to.
Could you walk us through the typical path of a beginner, from the idea of becoming an artist to actually working in a studio?
Listen to them. First, courses or a mentor. Then hundreds of hours on artificial skin. Then your first small real tattoos. Only after that, renting a workspace, building a portfolio, finding clients. It's a journey of why.
How can a tattoo artist stand out in an industry where thousands of talented people compete?
Years, not months. Find your own style. Don't copy, create. And be honest, attentive, and meticulous. People feel when an arty.
What skills or habits personally help you succeed?
He works with soul. Constant practice, discipline, empathy. And the ability to read a person, to understand what they truly want even if their words say.
And now the main question for my channel. Scarlett, how much does a tattoo artist usually earn in your region?
Beginners earn about $2,000, $3,000 a month. Experienced artists with a solid style and a fully booked schedule make $5,000, $10,000 plus. Top artists with a months-long waiting list can reach $15,000, $20,000 plus, especially with large custom projects or in tourist cities.
Scarlett, thank you for such an honest, deep, and amazing conversation. Guys, if you liked it, hit the like button, leave your questions, and stay tuned for upcoming episodes.